729, not on the Jala, which I was talking about a little bit earlier, is on the John Cena. Love that we can say that.
Okay.
On the John Cena in Brawlhalla.
On the John Cena.
With Pavelski on Teros, going against Macheeete and Fozey. Fozey playing a pretty impressive Scarlet, all things considered, watching earlier on in the bracket, getting a lot of those neutral sig knockouts that are like it's like the last few frames where it's just kind of like, oh, am I out of the threat zone? Nope, that's the tip of the land, so I'm gone. It's fun to see players that have that mastered.
I think we were even seeing some slide charge neutral signatures on the hammer, which were pretty sneaky.
Yeah. Oh, and Shipwreck is going to be game number 1. This is quite a different playing field than Mammoth Fortress when it comes to survivability, that's for sure. And we saw the effects that Crystal Temple's ledges had on Hermison when he was in that offstage exchange against Acno. What is it going to be like here on Shipwreck Falls? Already, the Ninja bringing out that down sig, doing a lot of damage to the blue team, but the red team looks to be a little bit behind. Even though red team has stage control, Pavelski going for a super early side sig. I wonder if that would have knocked out. Oh, stops there to recovery. Going for the offstage combos. Fozey going for that recovery. Going to hit anything himself, but pretty close game so far. Fire extinguisher goes flying. And there it is. It is the fire extinguisher. I'm promised. It's like cannon and spirit.
You know what you were saying? You don't have the cannon, but at least you got a fire extinguisher.
It's such a similar situation to what we just saw with Blue and Hermison, where it's like one player dips down to save the other, doesn't reach, they lose their stock as well. Blue team takes the lead.
Not for too much longer, depending if they can press this 2v1 against Macheeete. No, Fozey back in the mix, trying to give a little bit of pressure relief. Good scoop, beautiful interruption. Pavelski saving his teammate there.
Oh, but Macheeete still holding on. That was smart. He didn't go for the double downer there. Pavelski was positioning to do a...
Oh, are you kidding me? Off the top, and then Pavelski with the synchronized knockout down below. Geez, the red team just turning this around so incredibly quickly. I got to tell you, like, the Ninja729 with that gravity cancel neutral sig on John Cena, reading the dodge up, it scored that knockout at, like, yellow.
Yeah, that was, Fozey was just gone. It was so remarkable. Oh, but there's that interesting follow-up. Talking a little bit about Fozey's usage of that signature at the beginning of this set, trying to go for it once again, but Pavelski ready this time. 2 side lights go wide, and Fozey switches over. That was so funny.
Fozey just pogoing his way across the stage.
That's the most literal form of the pogo stick that I think I've ever seen. Oh, throws the ladder away, looking for a new weapon. Pavelski trying to take down Fozey once and for all. I mean, it would be remarkable if the red team goes for... Okay. I was thinking he was going to dip down for a hammer recovery, similar to how Simple likes to play with the hammer, but no, he went for that neutral sig instead. You got to when you're on Teros. Okay, what? Fozey interrupts the momentum from the weapon throw with a down sig. Oh, God! Okay.
Oh, these alley-oops are just popping off.
Yeah, those are fantastic. Pavelski with the haymaker to finish it off, and now it is 3 stocks to 2. Down sig, never mind. 3 stocks to 1. Very odd game state. Pavelski could go down to an unarmed hit, and then if Macheeete is able to get that exchange to work out, 3-4 hits on a lance or axe could result in a 1v1 for Macheeete, but we'll see if they're able to do it. Oh, that team combo, though!
Oh, jeez. All right, so now here's his chance.
That's true.
But the Ninja, like, using that weapon toss to just kind of stabilize, keep him at ladder's reach. I was going to say, like, arm's length, but I'm like, no, he's got a few extra feet on that one.
Yeah. Fire extinguishers picked up. Just going for those downlights. Macheete's going to have to touch eventually. Oh, he stares straight through both of them. Great timing on that. Oh, no follow-up. Avoids all the weapon tosses. Macheeete avoiding death and actually getting hits every time. That alley-oop doesn't connect. Oh, if that was a side sig, I really do wonder if that would have been the stock and he would have fallen safely to the ledge. Oh, one weapon toss. That's it.
Just shy of the corner. That Zeus throw right over the edge. I mean, it was perfectly timed to just, as soon as you spent that extra jump that you don't get back, bonk.
Yeah, and those weapon throws are even more devastating on Shipwreck. As we saw, like, he had jumps left, he had a dodge left, but there is no stage to touch, so he wasn't getting them back. Mammoth Fortress is where we're going to be going for game number 2, and there is the Yumiko that we saw on the splash earlier coming out from Fozey. excited about this. Fozey was doing well on the Scarlet, and I'm kind of hesitant to say, is it time to switch? You lost the stock to a remarkable play from the Ninja729. I don't know if that has necessarily anything to do with the fact that you run Scarlet, but let's see what happens at game number 2.
Yeah, I think it really did come down to that early stock, just because everyone was last stock red on that last match. It could have gone either way from any strong hit. So really, big credit to that early stock from the Ninja729.
Let's see how Fozey's able to play with these neutral sigs. It's definitely okay. Ground pound just
neutral sig. How about just a ground pound?
Yeah,
let's keep it basic.
I mean, it looks like he was going to go for a weapon throw ground pound again. Smart of the Ninja to recover to the side that Pavelski was protecting. Fozey on that hammer still. Let's see what he's got. What is that weapon throw? Makes it back to the stage. Nice sider punish on the side. He accidentally hits Macheeete going in for the same thing. Oh, no. I feel like that Sarah was aimed to go into the faux fire that didn't quite connect, but still putting up that neutral stick regardless. Now it's a little bit different on the bow. You can cover the ground.
Whoa.
All right, Fozey.
Going big for these ground pounds, but he's getting knocked around, and Pavelski just with a snipe. He played that absolutely perfectly.
Macheeete gets a nice neutral light knockout. But Pavelski avoids the damage and gets the side stick to take out that stock, but so low on the second stock. It's going to take another miracle knockout from the Ninja729 on a Fozey if they want to have a lead in this game too, because Pavelski's down to 1 stock.
Yeah, saying not quite. You got 2 knockouts right there. We cannot abide. Ooh. Oh my gosh, even caught in the team combo into some friendly fire combo. When it rains, it pours.
Yeah, it's too bad that we haven't seen many of these neutral sticks come to fruition. Because the case was, okay, there it is. I asked for it, and I received it. That early stock off the top wasn't quite as crazy with the neutral stick, but that recovery, catching Fozey off guard, now brings the stocks to dead even. And this edge guard with the pogos coming through, maybe. No. Spear toss goes down too low. Neutralize sends him flying. Pavelski just catches him. Not paying attention, and other red teams in the slate lead? Question mark. Okay, never mind.
Big question mark on that one.
Yeah, it's delicate.
Answer given, Ninja729 off the top. But all right, we've seen Pavelski get 2 knockouts when he was on deep red.
Right,
so if anybody's got the chance to turn this one around, regardless of the damage, it's Pavelski. You cannot leave him alive.
Yeah, Pavelski holding on to the stock as long as he can, but that alley-oop coming up from Fozey with the gravity cancel stop Sarah was amazing. Falling down there from Pavelski. Just one nice little hit. Sidelight comes through, a little bit of friendly fire. Unfortunate there. Down there, thank goodness that the Ninja dodged out. Only gets hit by a stomp, so he doesn't get hit by too much more damage, but it's looking bad for the red team so far. Friendly fire good in favor of the red team. That side stick was the craziest thing I've ever seen. Silent recovery does connect, knowing that that dodge was gone. Pavelski can only take one more of those. Same thing with the Ninja. I mean, they're both one-sider away from, that's it, gone. They do. Stop. Ground pound. Chase dodges straight into Macheeete. Macheeete ready for it with that neutral light. This is going to be the stock. Weapon toss comes down. A lot more wall to play with than Shipwreck. That'll be it.
Oh, but there's a lot more side air to worry about from Macheeete. Just flying right across, taking that game. Now Macheeete and Fozey, that's 1-1 for the set.
Yes, it is. And even I do want to highlight that while the Ninja729 did take Fozey off the top in a similar fashion as game number 1, it wasn't nearly as early, and they were still pretty far behind. Macheeete took a ton of damage throughout the whole game and wasn't able to take a lot of stocks in return. So we're seeing the Ninja729 ban out Mammoth Fortress almost right away, and all of the stages that are left are actually just stages that are pretty crazy to recover on, besides the Great Hall, I guess. And they're opting to go back to Shipwreck Falls. So let's get into it. Game number 3.
Yeah, I think they kind of left that one as like I willing to bet you're not willing to go to Great Hall. So choose one of these small walled stages.
Yeah, that's a really great point. There's a lot of players that aren't just comfortable on playing those tri-platform stages, whether it's Small Enigma or the Great Hall. So Shipwreck it is, and already off stage, some craziness happening. Fozey getting a little bit of extra damage. That ground pound connects. Pavelski makes it back with that recovery, hitting almost everybody on the screen. There it hits. Side light in there. Side air. Pavelski getting all 3 hits of the axe that every axe player dreams of hitting almost every time that they connect with the side light. And Macheeete fights back unarmed. Ooh, that was a quick ground pound. It's like a tech with the ground pound. If you get that dash jump right before you touch the ground, you put that ground pound in, you'll get that like half circle.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that was a huge alley-oop. Tons of... You know what? I didn't think they would get the knockout off of that, but the distance was just enough to take out Fozey. Oh, the Ninja certainly trying to go for those plays off the top again. You know what? Shipwreck doesn't really have that low of a ceiling. I find it kind of crazy that he consistently gets knockouts off the top here. And it seems to not really matter for the map. He's just plays that way.
Yeah, it's interesting because I imagine that the same thing would be happening on the Great Hall, honestly, if we were brought there, despite how much more damage you need to actually make that work. Whoa, Fozey got like the most frame-perfect stomp to get to connect while falling straight down. That was so weird. Oh, Pavelski!
Oh, no!
I mean, I think after a certain point he accepted it. He was like, oh, yep, not touching. Just going to hold ground pound so that I could get down to the ground faster. Get back to that stock.
Yeah, all right, so I guess the question is, was that really he just gambled on the ground pound, or was he so damaged that he's like, no, I need to get back into this and not get sent so far? Because he did have the stock up on everyone else in the game. Ooh. Oh, geez, but now he's actually in the back, Pavelski, on final stock.
Yeah, by the time that you were finished going through that question, it's like, was it actually this? Suddenly, he's just, wait, he's going to lose another stock?
Oh my god.
He's taking so much damage.
He
went from like, all right, I got to quickly get back into this, but to like, no, let me out. Please, I don't want to. Stop hitting me. One recovery comes through. He spot dodges that ground pound coming up from the land. Neutrally hits, but Pavelski is so damaged. No alley-oop that time. Stops there a little bit too quick for the side stick to connect. And now Fozey expecting the stage. Macheeeete goes down to one stock, and they get Fozey as well. Yes, Stomp Cider brings all the stocks to even, but the blue team definitely in the lead here. Just focus on Pavelski like you have been all game, and it will be fine.
Ooh. Yeah, especially Pavelski unarmed here.
Finally gets hammer. No stop in sight, and the Ninja has just been getting knocked to the left and right. Sidelight Cider, no alley-oop from the unarmed uppercut. Pavelski goes in for that side stick. Why, Pavelski?
Uh-oh. Danger dodges through the weapon, gets back to the wall, but now the Ninja even getting sent way far off stage. Blue team just taking control of center stage where they can.
The only time I will accept the usage of a Taro side sig is when it's in a team combo. Any other time, I'm always going to react with the word why, because it is just so, like, you are just hoping that they fall into that. Finally, Macheeete and Fozey get that edge guard. TheNinja729 goes down, and now it is 2-1 in favor of Macheeete and Fozey.
Jeez, massive turnaround. And look at that, Macheeete definitely coming through. All 6 knockouts that game, almost 700 damage. Like, he was just clearing the field.
Oh, and we've got Isidra, the original legend for the Ninja729, coming out into this game 4. Going, all right, I have to be able to bring out the cannon. We're at the point where we don't want to go down to the lower bracket. Going down to the lower bracket in winter semis is a difference between like 5th place and getting into top 3. Like, there's a chance they are able to get into grand finals with just one more set win if they're able to get through this one. So they definitely don't want to drop it. The Ninja bringing out the secret weapon, the cannon, as the cannonballs start flying, and Pavelski providing that support with the Taros against the force of Fozey and Macheeete.
Yeah, Shipwreck Falls, a pretty good map. As awkward as Cannon can be to make it work in 2s, you have a lot of runway to work with on Shipwreck Falls.
Oh, Cider hits. Oh, man. Ninja taking a ton of damage there, getting scooped up nearly off the top of the stage. No!
No!
That's brutal.
The friendly fire doesn't even need the save.
Okay, good. That was like the very last end of that hit. It's interesting. Ninja has always been very creative with how he uses the anchor for recovering, but now it looks like he's also using it for positioning. Using that down stick just barely at the edge so that he doesn't get the landing animation. Oh, and Pavelski just knowing they can't make it back. Now it is 5 stocks to 5. Weapon toss for that alley-oop. Ninja goes all the way out so they can use the side air from the cannon. No, just uses the dodge to make it back to the stage. Now he's back in the stage. I'm expecting that gravity cancel neutral sig off the left side. We go for it. No, he realizes I'm that damaged. I can't risk missing it. Silent there.
Oh, that neutral light? Not yet enough. And with how much you can move horizontally. Oh, but Fozey covering the entire wall with that hammer recovery.
Yeah. Statement that you can only make on Shipwreck Falls. Oh, that recovery. The strong part of the recovery is the only part that hit, but that's all that mattered with that much damage. Sidelight. Look for the gravity cancel sidelight to be able to really extend that combo, but he doesn't get it, and Fozey gets a nice stomp side air. Neutral puts out. It's interesting, now that I think about it, Sidra and Yumiko, at least when it's hammer versus cannon, have a very similar idea with the Nutrisig usage, which is just kind of like, I'm putting out this floating hitbox to prevent you from wanting to jump. That's the whole idea of the move. Oh, Fozey doesn't get a hit, falls down.
Oh my gosh. Just the sheer coverage on that corner alone. You would Pavelski guarding the entire wall, the Ninja729 covering the skies with those cannonballs. There was no way back.
Neutral sig hits, still living. That's the worst angle to be hit back, or in terms of a move that you actually want to knock out. Does he have the jumps to make it back? He does. Wow, very creative recovery coming out from the Ninja. Holding on to that, the only one was 2 stocks. And there's that perfect down sig. I mean, I feel like it's a bonus if the anchor hits your opponent as well, because the way the Ninja's using it is, I feel like, purely for mobility. Oh! Neutral sig connects. Fozey nearly goes down. Went for that neutral sig neutral light to cover both the top and bottom of the stage. Doesn't get either one to connect, but Macheeete just narrowly avoids it, keeping Macheeete on the ground so that Pavelski can hit with the sidelights and the stops. Finally, Ninja goes down. Pavelski just has to survive. Survive long enough so that the Ninja could come back, pick up a weapon. Last time we saw this happen, Pavelski took too much damage, and the game went into the blue team's favor. Okay.
Oh, red team split kind of wide. Pavelski unarmed, but gets in there for the knockout. Macheeete out of here. Now they've got the 2v1 against Fozey. The Ninja just dribbling his sword off of his head.
Yeah, that nair hits, and Fozey's very close to losing this stock. I mean, I think, is the sword neutral enough? Fast falls to avoid the weapon throw, and weapon toss. Nice usage of the signature to be able to make it back to the stage. Does it again? That's not going to work. It's a powerful sig if it connects, but Yumiko takes like a moment to like figure out where she is at the end of that move, I feel like, before you're able to actually move again.
Yeah.
So it's plenty of time to stomp and side air them to their demise. Going into game number 5 now. It is 2-2. Where will we go? The maps are in favor of Macheeete and Fozey. They're going to ban out everywhere they don't want to play, and I feel like maybe Shipwreck again or Apocalypse. Okay, Shipwreck.
Shipwreck again.
Fozey back to the Scarlet. Even though all the games that they won were indeed on the Yumiko. Must just be one of those things where it's like, okay, use something until it works, and then once we drop a game, get something fresh, go back to something, go to something else. But the Scarlet's coming out for game number 5. Let's see if they're able to get that final win to bring them into the winners finals fight against Acno and Blaze.
So Fozey, we saw him using a ton of signatures on that Yumiko. I think now switching to the Scarlet, now that they've got them locked into Shipwreck Falls all the time, this is where you get to do those hammer side signatures, cover the entire wall.
Yes, that's a great point, and it's definitely something that every player that plays against the Scarlet hates to see, is that side sig just spiking you down, because it definitely has a different interaction depending on whether it hits the ground or the air. Of course, that's not the side sig I was thinking of, but why not? That works. Macheeete going, okay, there it is.
Oh, there it is.
Yes, the hammer side sig connecting. Fozey going, haha, we've now made you want to go to Shipwreck Falls. So the Scarlet is here, ready and primed. Side six, neutral six galore. 6 stocks to 4 for the blue team so far. And that sidelight nair down there. Macheeete just bringing the hurt. Down there connects again, just barely dodges that down lane. Pavelski trying to get some semblance of a comeback as they take down Macheete's first stock. And Fozey now working his hardest to survive. Ooh. That
released the Kraken. I can't believe that knocked out.
I'm pretty surprised. As a person that's spectated a lot of Citra play, I oftentimes have difficulty trying to figure out when it's a good time to use that signature, but I guess that was one of those times. Okay. Lots of damage coming up from the Ninja so far. A huge comeback for the red team.
Yeah, they really started focusing down Fozey. I don't know if he's got the jumps to make it back. Doesn't even matter. Pavelski just going for the secure.
Oh, and that was almost a perfectly timed ground pound out of that recovery. Trying to get that edge guard into Macheeete. Macheeete goes deep. That ground pound. Neutral light into the alley-oop for the pickup Sarah from Pavelski. Fozey gets hit towards the Ninja. Nice sider unarmed. Went for the grab cancel down light. So much damage to the blue team. How did this happen? It was looking so great for Macheeete and Fozey, and then Fozey just started getting demolished by the cannon. Macheeete trying to get that stock off Pavelski. Can he get it? Yes, he does. Switching over to the Ninja. We put out a down sig. Yes. We put out another down sig. That's the question. Oh, tricks with that weapon throw. Pavelski gets the down lane neutral sig.
Wow.
That was...
that was quick.
Yeah.
The quick revenge knockout. It's like you come in with those invulnerability frames as soon as you respawn, and it's like, can you make this first attack work? You get that one almost for free.
Yeah, Macheeete was definitely still...
You get the attempt for free.
He was definitely still in edgeguard mode there. Oh, okay. That cannonball at the very last second hit Macheeete, and he just barely touched the ledge to avoid the ground pound coming up from the Ninja. Oh, nice can string starts. Tries to go all the way up with that recovery. The Nair, the Cider coming back to the stage. Macheete's been unarmed for quite a long time. Avoids narrowly the neutral stick from Fozey. But Ninja's still hanging on to 2 stocks here. Okay, never mind. 1-1 all around. Oh, Pavelski. I think that would have been the stock if he did dodge that X recovery. No! No, not again! The anchor coming through, hitting Pavelski on the head.
Oh, jeez. Macheeete, yeah, with as much movement as you can get on the Lance recovery and the side air, Macheeete able to make it back from what surely for any other weapon would have been the done deal.
Oh no. Pavelski is gone. The down stick. Wait, whoa! That was perfect. What?
The distance was a little bit shy, but he had the perfect read, interrupting Macheete's ground pound. Saved by the weapon toss.
No.
The Ninja has another chance.
I cannot believe what I'm seeing. Okay, there it is. No, he's still in it. Is the dodge back? It is, but he doesn't touch. Oh! I don't think it would have mattered. That lance was perfectly thrown. Macheeete and Fozey take it 3-2 over Pavelski and the Ninja729 to progress into the winners finals. Top 3 secured, and they'll be fighting against Acno and Blaze when we enter into top 4. Congratulations to Macheeete and Fozey. And now we will be going into the lower bracket that we see on the screen here. Ooh. Top 8. Very excited for the matchups that we got coming up next. Here's the replay at the end of that game. We're going to be seeing all the amazing anchor play coming up from the Ninja, but unfortunately, I wonder if that's like a single strategy that the Ninja's brought out with the Sidra in terms of how often he was using the down sig, because I think multiple times I actually saw the very tail end of the anchor hit Pavelski in moments where he just wasn't ready for it.
Yeah, there was a lot of unfortunate positioning as far as the friendly fire goes, and then especially towards the end of the match, I think they started catching on to it a little bit, and you would see them just kind of dip down a little bit and then punish with a recovery.
Still, it's really fun being able to